the guest always goes first. And
Okay, well, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win then.
what I know, and I already know who your first person is, and I just
Well,
like
hey, how can it not be the Blessed Virgin Mary?
how did Lindsay, Steve, and myself twice, me twice, not think that
What
we
are you
just
doing?
okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
anyway,
here's
we'll
my
see you
argument.
guys next week. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, here's my argument.
Okay.
And I'm actually, if you want, Josh,
Hmm.
I will. I will say we can take. Well, actually, here's what I want to say first. If it's anyone in heaven,
Hmm.
I'll pick Jesus.
Yeah, then I'll take
But
Mary, and Mary
well, if
bosses
it's
Jesus around. Just kidding.
maybe we should take both of them off the table
Okay,
because
we can
it's
take them
like.
both off.
But I'd say Mary because obviously, like, no Mary, no Jesus,
They'll be the
no
coaches.
salvation.
They're the
So,
coaches.
well, yeah, they could be the coaches. So Mary's my coach.
Okay.
But as far as my first pick, I I feel as if I need to pick Saint John the Baptist.
Okay.
Christ himself said that there's no more righteous man on the face of the earth than John the Baptist.
Yeah,
So I almost feel like
that's
I
tough. Yeah.
probably also win with him, but maybe
Yeah.
not. So
Okay.
John the Baptist will be my first pick.
Yeah. And I always get to see, I do it each week. So I always get to kind of make my list and like kind of move stuff around because it will like add someone that someone else did. So
Right.
I'm going to
Right.
take Steve's number one pick because it was such a good pick. And I'm going to take St. Paul.
Oh,
Yeah. I think we got to get one of just the writers of basically the entire Bible in there. And it's
well,
just his
that's funny you
intellect.
say that
Yeah.
because my next pick, it's hard to say which gospel writer.
Hmm.
And because I want to add some variety to my team, I'm not going to
Yeah.
pick all of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm going to
Because
do
you have to
St.
have.
John. I'm going to do St. John.
Okay.
Like he was the most intimate with Jesus.
Yeah.
He was his best friend, even over
Hmm.
Peter.
Yeah.
And he wrote the Gospel of John. He wrote the letters, right? So I
Yeah.
think who, yeah, St.
Yeah.
Paul, great evangelist. The gospel writers, I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe even
Yeah.
more.
That's
Well,
true.
anyway, so
Yeah.
my
And
second
that's
pick is St. John the Apostle.
okay. So I'm always thinking like variety as well.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
good.
I always go with if you're gonna evangelize and you're gonna change the world because this is our starting five to save the world
To
in
save the world.
today's age. So
Today's age.
you'd
Oh,
have to
that's
have a
important.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's like if they all were living right now,
Right now.
which starting five would like save the world,
Fair enough.
like,
Fair enough.
and
Okay.
so you got to have the faith as the core of it all. So I this one she will always be on my top. My oldest daughter's middle name is after her with Rose, and so Saint Therese of Lisieux.
She was amongst my top five, and that's amazing. Yeah,
I don't know if you saw our draft with Steve, and I was like, when
I
I
missed
picked,
it.
I
No.
was like John Paul II, and he goes, "Yeah, that was my very first pick," and he
Darn
marked it
it.
off, and I was like, "Yes." So we kept picking each other's.
Fair enough. Saint
Okay,
Therese. Yeah, I
pick
mean,
three.
she's the greatest intercessor, probably. So
Yeah.
how could you? That's great. Okay, so man, um, I think this is a hard one, but
Mm-hmm.
for the sake of variety, I'm going to go Saint Francis Xavier
Oh, dang. That was
because
gonna be mine.
it's actually likely,
Yeah.
based on many accounts, that he might be the person who's baptized the most people in history.
Yeah.
Um,
Like
so
three.
I'm
Well,
going
then
to pick.
they like because they don't know an official number obviously, but then they like guesstimating it would be like in the 300,000. I think I've heard that number before. I don't know if that's right or not, but
Yeah, no, I think
yeah,
the numbers range, but it's in the
yeah,
potential 100,000. So
yeah.
I'll
I
go
think
Saint Francis Xavier.
yeah, I think when it comes down to it, when they don't have the official numbers, but they're looking at the areas he would have gone to, that's just insane.
Yeah,
Um, okay, so yeah, so I am gonna I think take a sleeper here, and this is someone that probably should have gone way before, and this would be like the leader of my team, and I've already mentioned him, but I'm gonna go St. John Paul II.
John Paul II.
Yeah,
He probably would have been my next pick, man. I love
JP
that man.
two, get that leader.
Oh,
Two more.
dang it.
I thought about adding like a bench person, and the bench person, the
Ooh.
sixth man, have to be a venerable, like someone that's not quite a saint yet.
Oh.
I'm like, that'd be a cool add to it.
Hey, I'd be willing to be the
Okay, we
first
can
guest
do
to
it.
do that if
I
you want.
have mine in my head.
They have to be a blessed or a
A
venerable.
blessed or venerable, yeah,
Okay, so it can't be canonized saint yet. All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Pick four.
Number 4.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. So I'm between. I kind of want to do what Steve did and pick
Hmm.
Moses,
Hmm.
but I think I'm going to refrain from that. I think I'm going to
Yeah.
pick Augustine.
Okay.
And one of the reasons I say that is because Augustine is so widely read by like
Hmm.
not just Catholics, but
Hmm.
many other Christians and many non Christians.
Hmm.
He was the first to. They say that the Confessions of Saint Augustine was like the first autobiography ever written,
Hmm.
and it's read very widely. And
Yeah.
so I think as an authentic Catholic,
Yeah.
he's he's read and he's listened to by
Hmm.
many people that aren't Catholic. So
Yeah. He's a
I
very
think
well
that's my
liked.
pick, man. I think
Okay.
Saint Augustine of Hippo.
Okay. Well, now I feel like I'm leaning now towards my variety. I need to either go intellect or workhorse. The person that's like going to be like
Yeah,
you have St. Francis Xavier. He's going to be the workhorse, and so I'm going to go intellect first and be my St. Thomas Aquinas.
Aquinas. Oh,
So he's going to be my debater. He's gonna be the one that wins over the upper people in the
yeah,
other Protestant faith. He would be the one that would like win over a Joel Osteen over to the
yeah.
Catholic faith, and then Joel Osteen would bring his millions of people to
Oh
Catholicism.
man. Well, have you know Aquinas does a lot of quoting of Augustine, but anyway.
Yeah, but
Um,
it's because it needs to be rewritten. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Fair enough. Okay, my last
Last pick before our bench, our
before my
sixth.
bench. Also, how do we judge this? This is
It's
subjective,
just in
right?
the comments section. It's just kind
Oh,
of like
dang.
whose line is it anyway, where it's like all the points are made up and the points don't matter or whatever.
Ah,
Yeah,
all right.
I'll take it
Okay,
to social media
so
for a
here's what I'm going to
poll.
say. I'm going to go with Francis of Assisi.
Okay,
Um,
I don't think he's made anybody's
the
top
man
five yet.
who brought about some of the most incredible renewal in his
Hmm.
time, and since there's so many Franciscan orders now, and
Yeah.
um, I yeah, I think he's gonna be my fifth, Francis
Okay.
of Assisi.
So many orders. I'm kind of going that route too of like kind of making the orders very good at developing and introducing people to religious life and the priesthood. And
Yep.
so I can't not go with the patron saint of this podcast with Saint Philip Neri.
Saint Philip Neri making an appearance.
Oh yeah, and he was the key of the little way, or not key. I mean, Jesus was the key of that. But he took that to heart where he literally went
Yeah.
one by one to the people. So
Less is more, baby. I think
yeah,
Charmin Ultra is kind of our catchphrase. Like less is more. You know. Okay. So my final pick, thinking especially like the current state of our world and our culture
hmm
and who is the best at communicating
hmm
to a culture as such, probably Fulton Sheen.
yeah,
Um, besides like John Paul II, which you already
yeah,
picked him. But
yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Venerable Fulton Sheen.
All right. And I feel like not a lot of people know about St. Philip Neri. So with my last pick, a lot of people are like, I'd have to look up to see kind of what he did. I mean, the oratories
Right.
and all the great work he did, and what he turned down, like the family inheritance. So I think this next guy's also like that. Actually, this next guy, you already know who I'm gonna pick. This as I explain
Do
this,
I?
you'll know as I explain this. This guy he had a super devout a devotion to Our Lady of the Poor, Our Lady of Bonneau, but also
Oh,
he
yes, yes,
really
yes,
liked
yes,
Saint
yes.
Philip Neri as well. This guy would also be a workhorse and work alongside Saint Philip Neri
Yes.
very well. But it's a venerable Father Aloysius Schwartz
Mm,
who completely brought the faith back to South Korea after the Korean War, and
oof.
then continued to do the girls' towns and boys' towns that are still around today. And it's just I don't even know why he's not a saint yet, but he's definitely going to be
Yeah.
one day.
It's a matter
So
of time. Matter of
yeah,
time.
so
That's a great one.
yeah,
I love that you put some people on there
hmm
that are lesser known. And like, that's like there's a part of me that's like, I really do think that this is the best lineup, but
hmm
it seems almost you know, uh in it doesn't seem very original,
mm,
unoriginal, whatever you want to say. Because it's like,
hmm
yeah, I mean, duh, like
yeah,
John the Baptist, John the
yeah,
Apostle. Francis, CZ, same
Yeah.
guy. Like,
That's what
but
I've noticed
I
is
really think that they have a
I'll have
chance.
my starting five and I'm like, this is great. This is like I don't know how you could beat it, but then when you do the draft and you see the other person starting five, you're like, oh, maybe
Did you beat Steve?
maybe I don't know. I don't even know. I don't
Oh,
know. A lot of this is I'll have to like actually take him to like Instagram or Facebook or something.
oh,
But
totally,
as the
totally.
following grows and stuff,
Well, he told me
we'll
that he
figure it
thinks
out.
he beat you.
No,
So,
he's well, yeah, okay. We'll take his episode down. So no, I'm just
like,
kidding.
who won? He's like,
Uh,
obviously me.
he started the
Obviously.
whole thing. It's like I'm gonna smash you, and I was like, you getting competitive real
Oh, dude.
fast.
Shit.
Awesome. Well, man, this is going to be
This has
by
been
far the
great,
longest
man.
episode. It's awesome. I love it.
I hope you'll have
Um,
me back.
yeah, exactly. We definitely will. We actually eventually want to have you and Emily on at the same time with me and
Ooh, that'd be
Lindsay
great.
on. And so maybe we'll bring you on in one of the new episodes this summer with the Living Out the Lives of the Saints book. And so, like, have you guys
Sweet.
over. So, thanks for coming again. Don't
That'd be
forget to
great.
subscribe, everybody, and like and comment. Remember, when you like and comment, it spreads the gospel. We're going to proclaim it here. When you like and comment, it shows up on someone's page. That is, in my opinion, a version of spreading the gospel, and it's free. You literally just hit
Great.
subscribe. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
So, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next week with
Bye, y'all.
Bishop Condola.